I be on my tell him this. Did he miss?
Literally all the levels here of my little block area, and now I'm making iron filings here. And this is my new team over here that I'm working with. And this is how people that I'm trying to deliver. We want these guys to start working faster, dude, because they're working way too slow. Okay, we almost actually maxed out everything. Okay, maybe let's see if we can deliver some presents. And then
So ugly.
so let me get some of this iron, refill this.
Your hormones are crazy, yeah. So you might find that in a few days you might feel tearful, yeah. Especially when your milk comes in.
Yeah, I remember that with Nelly and Arthur.
Yeah.
I am feeling so overwhelmed and emotional, and you just can't explain it. Like, I think with Nelly and Arthur as well, you just feel mum guilt, like you just feel guilty. It's like this big sense of like a roller coaster of emotions.
So you're feeling okay about everything with the birth?
Yeah, I mean, when my waters broke at home,
Yeah.
I was up all that night, nothing at all, and then obviously that whole next day, nothing, and then when I went into hospital. So I was pushing
Yeah.
for probably a good hour, nothing, and then they checked me, and she was like, "You're only 2 centimeters dilated." What they said to me is, if you don't dilate soon, you're going to have a C-section. My whole morale just completely dropped. I was like...
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today's one is a full day of eating, and I thought I would quickly come in and discuss. Sorry, I'm a bit of a hot mess. Like it was, I'm trying to rush this video because I'm going out. Mommy's going out. So I thought I would come in and discuss quickly what I've noticed since being on the, now that I'm no longer vegan and all this kind of stuff. For anyone that doesn't know, so I decided to try the whole veganism thing back in, I believe it was 2012 or 13, I think. I remember, no, it was definitely sometime in 2013. It was after, it was a couple of months after my daughter was born, my second child. I decided to do this whole veganism thing because I had really, like, I was severely anemic, and the prescription, so what they prescribed to me at the hospital was making me constipated. And that was the time that veganism was like a thing. Like, I just heard about people like, transforming their health and all this stuff, and I was like, yes, okay, like I want to, and I was like, okay, why not? I want to transform my health, I want to get better, I want to feel good. Like, just the whole anemic thing was the thing that I was going for. And prior to that, to be honest guys, I like meat, I like fish and stuff like that, but it's something that I can live without. It's not like, it wasn't hard for me to stop. Like, I wasn't like, oh my god, I missed this and that. I've come to the realization that I'm not really a foodie like I thought I was. But anyway, so I decided to do the whole veganism thing. It was going well, like it was going fine. I was fine, I was thriving, energy was good, everything was fine. I was even I was thriving, energy was good, everything was good, it was fine. There was no, I didn't have any issues, right? And then I think when pandemic hit, like when we went through COVID, that's when I started noticing a difference in my skin, and I attributed it to the fact that, stress, life, a lot of things were happening in my life around that time. I just attributed it to that. And you guys know I'm not somebody, like, prior to all of this, I'm not somebody that has problem skin like that. Like, I do get the odd, like, blowout once in a while. I think I've had it before when I used aloe vera on my skin. That was one time when my skin just randomly broke out. Again, I attributed it to stress. As the years went on, the tiredness that I was, I guess, running away from when I went vegan, I started to feel it a lot more. I was getting very tired. I started getting heart palpitations, like when your heart skips a beat. I had to have an ECG done just to make sure that everything was fine. So I went to GP. I said, look, these are the things that I'm feeling. I keep breaking out, like my skin's terrible, like just so many things. I'm trying to like trying to remember the things. I should have wrote this down before I started this, goodness sakes. Yeah, there were so many things that I was feeling that I couldn't put a finger to, but I just kept attributing everything to stress. And I'd like to point out that, you know, this I've come what veganism, or I've come to the realization, which I've always known anyway. That's why when I went vegan, or shall I say plant-based, I didn't force anybody else around me to do it. So I didn't make my children do it. I didn't make anybody around me do it, because, you know, I've always known that what might work for me might not work for others, and I just didn't I didn't know what the long-term effects of it was going to be. Anyway, so then I had my first blood test, and I had, like, the doctor told me that my kidney levels, something to do with my kidney levels, that it was severely low, and she was concerned. And I had to have like 4 blood tests in total. So every 4 weeks I would have to go back and have a blood test, just to try and bring my creatine, I think they're called creatine levels, to bring it back up to, you know, what it's supposed to be. At first she told me that sometimes us black people, of course this is what my doctor said, that some black people, we have naturally low creatine levels or something along those lines. I feel like I'm not justifying this right, because I can't remember the exact, you know, the terms that the doctors used. And I think at that moment was when I decided that, do you know what, Mon, you need to start eating meat and fish and all that kind of, start incorporating, because the doctor even did suggest, you know, start incorporating those things into your diet and see if it makes a difference. So then I just started eating meat. No, I started with eggs, I think. I don't know, I just started, like, it wasn't like I just started eating it again. I was actually thinking that maybe I'll be sick, because where I haven't eaten meat or fish for so long, like I'm talking years, but nothing actually happened to me. I was fine, everything was fine. Lo and behold, the creatine levels, the kidney levels are fine now. The heart palpitations, they've, you know, they're gone to bed. Like my skin is getting better. I'm not saying it's where I want it to be, but I don't know if it's because I've started eating all these things again. I can't put a finger on it, but I have noticed a difference since I've started incorporating meat, fish and eggs and everything into this. So I hope this little portion, I hope this makes sense. I'm hoping, because I'm saying it, I hope I haven't forgotten anything. So yeah, this is just for anyone who's wondering what I've noticed since, you know, not eating meat to eating meat again. I've noticed a difference in my skin. I've noticed a difference in my hair. I've noticed a difference in, you know, the palpitations. Like they're sleeping. Again, the kidney levels, and these are things that I never had before. I've never had, like, you know, like even brain fog. That's another thing that I remember experiencing, like brain fog, and just, there's so much that I can go into, but I just wanted to give you a quick, you know, before we get into the video. And yeah, also the bit where I was recording my toast and fermented cabbage and the egg and avocado, I don't know why my camera decided to record it in that way. I was trying to do like a cute angle, you know, film it from above, but that's the way it came out. So you guys are just gonna have to take it like that. I didn't even realize until I started editing. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you very much for your continued support and the comments that you guys leave on my video. I'm sure you guys will even notice a difference in my skin too. Like I said, it's not perfect, but we are getting there, and I am a lot, I feel, is that yeah, I feel, yeah. That's where I'm gonna put it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and see you guys in my next one. Bye bye. Oh, did that make sense, eh? So I boiled these 2 eggs earlier, and then I'm gonna make myself some toast avocado eggs, fermented cabbage type thing. And these are my types of favorite bread to use, like oat and barley, or sometimes I like wholemeal bread. So I'm just gonna do 2 of these. Toast it up. Am I the only one that loves, so sometimes I snack on this. I love the crust of bread. Love it. Love it. Mm.
First of all, I'm gonna choose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm currently snacking on one of these to get me through the work that I have to do.